He was 65, retired, quiet, a man of habits. Every morning, George would sit by the window with a cup of tea and a slice of toast. His wife, Linda, always added a bit of jam on it. "Just a little sweetness to start the day," she'd say. But something had changed. George found himself napping more. Not just after lunch, but almost all the time. He used to love tending his little garden, but now even pulling weeds felt like a chore. His joints ached. His memory faded. He once forgot his grandson's name for a second. That moment shattered him. His doctor said, "You're doing okay for your age." But George didn't want to just be okay. He wanted to feel alive again. One day, while flipping through the TV, he stopped at a health show. A calm voice asked, "Have you ever felt tired after every meal? Like your body is full, but your energy is empty?" George blinked. "Do you feel hungry, even after eating?" His eyes widened. "You might be addicted, and not even know it." It wasn't alcohol, it wasn't caffeine, it was sugar. Not just the sugar in cookies and cakes, but the hidden sugars: white bread, pasta, ketchup, fruit juice, low-fat yogurt. Things he ate every day thinking they were safe. The man on the screen said something that stuck with George for days. "Just give me 14 days, cut the sugar, let your body speak." George decided to try. He didn't tell Linda at first. He just quietly removed the sweet jam, skipped the juice, and added more eggs, nuts, and greens to his plate. The first 3 days were miserable. He was cranky, craving, dreaming of pastries. But then, something shifted. He woke up on day 5 and felt lighter. His usual knee pain wasn't there. By day 7, he noticed he hadn't taken a nap in 2 days. By day 10, he found himself laughing louder, remembering things sharper, sleeping deeper. And by day 14, Linda looked at him and said, "You look younger." George smiled. He felt younger. You see, many people like George live with silent fatigue. They chalk it up to age. But what if it's not age? What if it's sugar? We're told it's harmless, even necessary, that a bit of sweetness never hurts. But what if it's the very thing stealing your energy, your memory, your mood? If this story sounds familiar, if you've ever felt constantly tired, hungry even after meals, foggy in your thoughts, or just not quite you anymore, then you might want to listen closely. In the next sections, I'll reveal why sugar affects us far more than we think, the silent damage it does especially as we age, and how just 14 days of cutting it out can bring you back to life, without pills, without strict diets, without suffering. You've made it this far. That means you care. That means part of you already knows. Something needs to change. If any of this resonates with you, please share in the comments. Tell me, when was the last time you felt truly clear, truly light, truly you? And stay with me until the end. Because what you learn next could change not just the next 14 days, but the next 14 years of your life. They told us sugar gives energy. That's what we believed for decades, that it helps you wake up, be active, and enjoy life. A little treat here, a soda there. What's the harm? But what if I told you the truth is the opposite? What if sugar is the reason why you're tired all the time? Why your joints ache? Why your waist slowly expands even when you're eating light? Let me tell you something that may surprise you. Sugar doesn't give you energy. It steals it. Think about this. Have you ever had a piece of cake or a sweet drink and then, an hour later, felt sleepy? That's not just getting older. That's your blood sugar crashing after a sharp spike. It's not your age that's making you feel weak. It's the roller coaster that sugar puts your body through. Here's how it works. Don't worry, I'll explain it simply. Every time you eat sugar, your blood sugar rises. Your body sends out a hormone called insulin to bring it back down. But if you eat sugar often, like most of us do, your body becomes tired of responding. It starts to ignore insulin. That's called insulin resistance, and it's more dangerous than it sounds. Because now your blood sugar stays high. Your cells stop absorbing nutrients properly. You feel hungry, even when you're full. Your energy drops. You store more fat, especially around the belly. You wake up tired. You forget words mid-sentence. And the worst part, you crave more sugar to feel normal again. That's the trap. Many people think, I don't eat sugar, I'm healthy. But here's the truth. Sugar hides in more places than you imagine. Breakfast cereals, even the ones labeled healthy. Crackers and white bread, flavored yogurt, bottled smoothies, fruit juices, salad dressings, ketchup and sauces. Even if you don't eat dessert, you might be feeding your sugar addiction 3 times a day. The food industry doesn't help. It's built on keeping you hooked. Just enough sweetness to make you come back for more. And here's something even more shocking. Sugar doesn't just make you fat or tired. It ages you, inside and out. Wrinkles, brain fog, joint stiffness, slow healing. These aren't just from aging. They're signs your cells are under stress. And sugar fuels that stress every single day. Now, I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm saying this because you deserve to know the truth. You deserve to feel the calm, the clarity, the lightness that comes from living without sugar's grip. Because here's the good news. When you stop feeding the cycle, it starts to reverse, fast. You'll stop craving sweets. You'll eat less, but feel more satisfied. Your mind clears. You sleep better. Your waistline shrinks without trying. And it's not a dream. It's what happens when you give your body a break. Just 14 days. That's all it takes to begin. Not a year, not a lifetime. Just 14 days. People spend years taking pills, trying diets, worrying about their health. And yet sometimes, the most powerful medicine is this. Cut the sugar. Let your body remember how to heal. That's the simple truth nobody told you until now. George didn't look like someone unhealthy. He wasn't overweight, he didn't smoke, and he wasn't on 10 kinds of medication. At 68, he lived in a quiet suburb outside Portland with his wife, Linda. He walked every morning, read books, and still tended to his vegetable garden, but something was wrong. He couldn't explain it at first, just a fog. A dull tiredness that never left him. Sometimes his knees ached for no reason. He forgot names. He dozed off during the day even when he slept a full night. And worst of all, food no longer made him feel good. It made him heavy, sleepy, bloated. His doctor called it normal aging. But George didn't buy it. One afternoon, while Linda was browsing YouTube for low-carb recipes, she stumbled upon a video. A doctor with a calm voice asked, "Have you ever wondered what would happen if you stopped eating sugar for just 14 days? George raised an eyebrow. The doctor, Dr. Berg, went on to explain how sugar causes cravings, fatigue, inflammation, and even brain fog. He talked about insulin resistance, not as a disease but as a pattern, a reaction, a fixable imbalance. George didn't even finish the video. He stood up, walked to the kitchen and opened the cupboard. White bread, granola bars, healthy cereals, bottled dressing, crackers, juice boxes, canned fruit. He didn't eat candy or drink soda, but there it was, sugar, sugar, sugar. That night, he turned to Linda and said, "Let's try this. No sugar, just 2 weeks." The first 3 days were hard. He felt irritable, sluggish. His mouth missed the sweetness. He kept reaching for crackers without thinking. Linda gently slapped his hand away once or twice, but they supported each other. Linda found recipes, avocado omelets, salmon with lemon butter, roasted nuts, cucumber water. They made it fun, simple, real food, no drama. By day 4, something shifted. George woke up before his alarm. He wasn't groggy. His knees didn't ache when he stood up. His stomach felt flatter. By day 7, he noticed he hadn't napped in 5 days. He started cracking jokes again, something he hadn't done in weeks. He called his daughter and remembered every word of their conversation. On day 10, Linda looked at him over dinner and said, "You look different, lighter, brighter somehow." George laughed. "Maybe I'm finally digesting my food." By day 14, he felt like someone had lifted a heavy curtain off his body. His skin looked clearer. He walked longer without tiring. His head was sharp. He even lost 6 pounds. And no, it wasn't just weight. It was water, inflammation, and the silent burden of eating sugar for decades. He had no idea how much it was costing him, until it was gone. Later, at a routine checkup, George told his doctor what he did. The doctor was surprised. His blood pressure had improved. So had his triglycerides. His belly was smaller, and his eyes looked livelier. "Keep doing whatever you're doing," the doctor said. And George did. When I shared this story with Dr. Angela Tran, a metabolic health specialist, she smiled knowingly. "We see this all the time," she said. "Sugar is subtle. It doesn't scream. It whispers. It slowly robs you of energy, focus, mobility. Most people think they're getting older, but really, they're getting inflamed." Dr. Tran works with seniors across the country who have fatigue, belly fat, mild memory loss, or sleep issues. Many are pre-diabetic or already insulin resistant without knowing it. Her protocol? Not pills, not supplements. Just 14 days of zero added sugar. She's seen people reverse early diabetes, sleep better, move without pain. One woman, 73 years old, reported that after 2 weeks, she no longer needed her afternoon nap and could play piano again without her fingers swelling. "It's not a miracle," Dr. Tran explains. "It's your body healing itself, once the poison is gone." George's story isn't rare. It's becoming more common every day, because once people try 14 days without sugar, they never want to go back. And maybe you don't need more medicine. Maybe you just need less sugar. Thinking natural sugars are safe, Martha, 66, thought she was doing the right thing. Every morning, she drank a tall glass of orange juice. "Freshly squeezed," she'd proudly say. She believed it was full of vitamin C, great for the immune system. But what she didn't realize was that her glass of juice had more sugar than a can of soda. Even if it's from fruit, once the fiber is removed, the sugar hits your bloodstream fast. That causes your insulin to spike and your body to store fat. It also creates cravings later in the day. Many seniors say, "I don't eat sugar," but they drink juice, or eat raisins, or snack on dates. These natural sugars are still sugar, and over time, they keep the cycle of fatigue and weight gain going. To replacing sugar with artificial sweeteners. Henry, 71, gave up regular soda and switched to diet. At first, he felt proud. No sugar, 0 calories. But a few weeks later, he started having headaches, digestive issues, and strange cravings. Turns out, artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin trick the brain. They taste sweet, but the body doesn't get any actual fuel, so it stays hungry and ends up eating more. Some sweeteners also affect gut health, which is crucial for digestion and immunity, especially after 60. Trying to be healthier, Henry had unknowingly made things worse. Ignoring bread, crackers, and pasta bread never seemed like sugar, right? But your body doesn't care what the food looks like. Once inside, white bread and pasta turn into glucose quickly, and that means insulin spikes, just like candy. Edna, 70, had cut out dessert, but every lunch she ate sandwiches. Dinner? Pasta. Crackers with soup. She couldn't understand why her belly was growing. Until she learned refined grains carry sugar. And that explained why her knees always ached after dinner. Believing low fat means healthy, Tom, 67, filled his fridge with low-fat yogurt, skim milk, and healthy granola bars. He thought fat was the enemy, just like the ad said. But here's the trick. When companies remove fat, they usually add sugar to make it taste good. That low-fat yogurt? It had 18 grams of sugar. The healthy granola bar? Closer to 22 grams. Tom's energy was crashing every afternoon, and he blamed his age. But it wasn't age. It was those fake, healthy foods, silently draining him. Not reading the label. Labels are sneaky. They don't always say sugar. Sometimes it's called dextrose, fructose, maltodextrin, corn syrup, glucose solids. Patricia, 72, used a no-sugar-added tomato sauce. But it listed high fructose corn syrup. She also loved her protein bars. Turns out they had 3 kinds of sugar, just with different names. Once she started checking ingredients carefully, her blood sugar stabilized. It wasn't about being strict. It was about being aware. Giving up too quickly. For many people, the first 3 days of quitting sugar are the hardest. You feel tired, moody, and maybe even dizzy. That's your body adjusting. But if you push through, something amazing happens. But some, like George's neighbor Sam, gave up on day 2. "It's not worth it," he said. Had he waited just one more day, he might have felt that energy surge, that clarity, that lightness. That's why support matters. That's why you should tell a friend, or a partner, or someone who'll cheer you on. Because this journey is worth it. Sugar sneaks in quietly. It doesn't always look like candy. It looks like toast, or juice, or healthy snacks. But it drains your strength. It hides your joy. And it doesn't belong in the life you deserve. And start your day without sugar. For 30 years, James, 69, started his morning with coffee, sugar, and toast. When he switched to eggs with avocado and unsweetened tea, something changed. He didn't feel hungry at 10 a.m. He didn't crave his usual cookie in the afternoon. He felt steady. Starting your day with protein and healthy fat, like eggs, nuts, or plain yogurt, helps keep blood sugar stable. That means fewer mood swings, fewer cravings, and better focus. No sugar in the morning, more control all day. Use natural replacements. Giving up sugar doesn't mean giving up sweetness. Some people use a bit of cinnamon in their coffee. Others enjoy stevia or monk fruit in tea. These don't spike your blood sugar and help ease the transition. Linda, 68, missed her nightly dessert. So she made chia pudding with coconut milk, cinnamon, and a drop of vanilla. It felt like a treat, but didn't raise her glucose. The trick? Satisfy the habit, not the addiction. Free and plan for 3 days, not forever. Forever feels overwhelming. But anyone can try 3 days. That's what Dr. Tran tells her patients. Focus on the short term, remove sugar, eat real food, rest well, and stay hydrated. Take a walk, call a friend, nap when needed. Most people feel a big shift by day 4, and by day 7, they don't want to go back. Create a simple go-to meal list. Having 3 to 5 easy meals helps reduce decision fatigue. Examples: breakfast, scrambled eggs, avocado, green tea. Lunch, grilled chicken salad with olive oil. Dinner, baked salmon, steamed broccoli, roasted sweet potato snacks, almonds, boiled eggs, cucumber slices, olives. Grace, 73, wrote her meals on the fridge. That little list made her feel prepared, and it helped her husband eat better too. 5. Celebrate small wins. Quitting sugar is not about perfection. It's about noticing how your body responds. Barbara, 71, kept a notebook. On day 3, she slept through the night. Day 5, she didn't need her 2 p.m. nap. Day 7, her pants felt looser. Each small win became a reason to keep going. So ask yourself, do I feel lighter today? Did I forget to crave? Did I laugh a little more? Those are signs you're healing. Hydrate and move. Sometimes sugar cravings are really thirst in disguise. Try drinking a glass of water before eating something sweet. Add lemon or mint for taste. Also, light movement, like stretching, a short walk, or even dancing in the kitchen, can help your body switch from sugar burning to fat burning faster. Your body remembers how to be well. You just have to give it the chance. You don't need willpower. You need a plan, a little support, a reason. And now, you have all 3. 14 days. That's all it takes to begin a new chapter. George didn't think it would work. He thought it was just sugar. He thought age was the reason for his fatigue, his forgetfulness, his joint pain. But 14 days changed that, and he's not alone. Thousands of people, just like you, have taken a simple step, removing sugar, and found something they thought they'd lost forever. Clarity, energy, lightness, hope. No pills, no extremes. Just a quiet decision. Let me try. And now you know the truth too. Sugar is not just sweet. It's sticky. It clings to your energy, your mood, your joy. And when you let it go, you get yourself back. So here's your invitation. Not to change everything. Not to be perfect. Just to begin. 14 days. That's it. Remove the sugar. Add real food. Drink water. Rest well. Breathe. You might wake up and feel lighter. Your pants may fit better. Your nap may vanish. Your laughter may return. And you might look in the mirror and say, I'm back. You don't need to do this alone. Share it with your partner, your sister, your walking friend. Let someone join you. Because nothing feels better than healing together. So, what do you say? Why not give it a try? Just 14 days. And if it helps even a little, share this with someone you love. They might be waiting for the same invitation.